Now to Missouri Capitol Watch, where tonight a Missouri family is fighting back after discovering state law left their daughters vulnerable to a predator. Our Hannah Falcon has their story and why they're pushing lawmakers to close a dangerous loophole. We do want to warn you, some things in this report might be disturbing. Some victims' identities are being concealed for privacy.
Before a room of lawmakers, young women break their silence, sharing painful experiences.
He told me the details of his sexual encounters. He spoke about my body in disgusting ways, and I didn't speak.
Their voices carry a single purpose: protecting the next generation.
It was pretty heartbreaking.
Madison Royer discovered a man in his 50s was systematically manipulating her younger sisters. The realization almost came too late. The two teens were planning to end their lives. Fortunately, Royer and her parents stepped in. Unfortunately, there was only so much they could do to help.
When we brought it to law enforcement and the DSS did their investigation, they concluded that he did inappropriate behavior and had behaviors of sexual grooming, but had not broken the law.
Missouri is one of 36 states that does not define grooming by law. That could change this year.
And so this specific law will help set patterns.
After being approached by Royer and her family, Bolivar Representative Christopher Warwick drafted a bill to define grooming in state law as patterns of predatory communication. He named it Sophie's Law, after one of Royer's sisters.
We'll continue having this discussion throughout the next several weeks to bring forth a good bill that the House will be totally in favor of.
The hardest part has been dealing with the injustice.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle support Sophie's Law. They're working to fine-tune the language now, and it could be advanced as soon as Tuesday. Reporting in Jefferson City, I'm Hannah Falcon.
If you or a loved one is experiencing thoughts of harm, call or text the mental health hotline 988 for help. Conversations are free and completely confidential.